The history books on the shelf.
Questions, Andy? No comment. You working for the police, you? I'm only messing.
I have a question. What counts as a film?
I told you, it's a tune.
Police don't do, they do enough, but they can do more things to stop it happening. They don't put in 100%, they only put 50, 70.
I think it depends on the social environment.
Yeah.
Because, it could be heritage, it could be they've grew up around crime and drugs, and sometimes it's difficult to approach sticky situations though, because with our city there's a stigma around being a grass.
Stuff like TikTok, there's just people put random stuff on it for no reason. I'm on there, what does see me, and everyone was saying me in school, and I didn't know what it meant, and loads of kids started getting suspended, and it's misogynistic or something, and it's about men rule over women and that. So today we're going to speaking about knife crime in Liverpool and the dangers.
So we've seen 2 or 3 plays regarding crime, county lines, knife crime, cyberbullying, stuff like that. So we are already somewhat aware of what it's like, being
Around crime.
I reckon drug dealing.
Yeah. County lines.
So you know a little bit about county lines and stuff like that. That's what's that, you know that, because that's what we do ourselves. We raise crime awareness about county lines, people getting used and forced into drug dealing and stuff like that. But knife crime's another massive one that we do. So have you ever witnessed any crime or?
I have. A couple of days ago, I witnessed 2 boys saying why you being racist to each other, and they had a fight. It was right in front of us too as well.
Wow. So what do you do in that situation?
We just stand back and go away from it and don't get involved.
That's good. Because I know sometimes people film it, don't they, and then it goes round.
Everyone was filming it, telling them to go
and
That's the thing. I feel like stuff like fighting and cyberbullying and stuff like that, it's so normalised nowadays.
And especially
it's so common to see.
And what does everyone do, as say, when everyone has a fight? So are you aware that? So say 2 people had a fight and you were all standing there watching it and you filmed it.
Yeah.
And you say that the person ended up dying, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Are you aware that you can be arrested for that?
Yeah.
Do you know what that's called?
Bystander.
Bystander, but there's a special word that the courts use for it. It's kind of like guilty by association.
Yeah.
It's called joint enterprise.
It's being there.
If
you're there at the wrong time,
and
you've done that wrong, you can get arrested for it.
You can be held responsible for your friends' crimes.
Because you won't stop now.
So the fact that you say that you'd walk away, that's really good, because that's what you need to do, isn't it? Yeah.
Also, I feel like in Liverpool, if you witness something, you feel like you can't just go and tell someone, or people
say that happens to you.
People will come after you.
What's our thing about the police? Because when I was growing up, it was all, you don't speak to the police. Snitches get stitches, all that.
The police would come over to you and ask what's happened, want evidence of what happened.
Just because the police come, and they get that person, doesn't mean there's other people around and that will
I don't reckon there's enough in the city for it.
I feel like
the police don't do, they do enough, but they can do more things to stop it happening. They don't put in 100%, they only put 50, 70.
They don't know enough about it.
Do you think there's a bit
some
of bad
things that
stigma
people
about
have.
police?
But I reckon they help, but they're still they could, instead of going out chasing the wrong people for silly crimes, should be preventing the bad
the
knife crime.
I feel like it's 50-50, because there's some police officers that genuinely want to make the city a safer, better, more positive place, but then you've got certain police officers who abuse the power and don't do the job properly, and they're more bothered about like a teenager with the hood up rather than like trying to find someone who's committing serious crimes.
And like some police officers, like they just said, they could be racist and judge people by the skin.
Jump to conclusions, discriminatory.
It's kind of sad as well, because, well, not us, but some kids in Liverpool, they're getting brought up by things and they're doing stupid things that they don't know what to do, and that'll get them in trouble.
Yeah, some things are normalised to kids, aren't they?
I think.
Yeah, some things are normalised to us, and sometimes, unfortunately, we do what we see our parents do, and sometimes
I think it's like a family.
And
brothers.
Sometimes like teenagers could be getting targeted, even if they're just wearing like a black coat in the night. People could be think they're doing something bad when they're actually not.
Yeah.
And some people, like, they might have like a disability, and people might take advantage of what their disability is.
Yeah.
I think it's areas, maybe some areas are bad. Like,
Yeah.
I think the police need to focus on one area. Yeah, mostly town, because that's where all that happens.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the social environment.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it could be heritage, it could be they've grew up around crime and drugs and substance abuse and stuff like that, so that carries through into their life. Or it could be they're getting involved with the wrong crowd and then they're peer pressured and they feel like they owe it to their, you know, their social circle.
Have you ever done something that you meant to do and that you didn't really want to do, but you've done it anyway? Yeah, so bad. That peer pressure, we all do it, don't we?
For say, for example, like people grow up around the parents, and the parents could be doing like stupid stuff like drugs, and then they might follow on off them.
Yeah. Also, as Dillon said then, where parents are doing it, kids might be wanting to tell people because they're sick of it.
Yeah.
But they're worried what will happen because they still obviously love the dad.
Yeah. I know lads like that who've ended up in criminality because the dads do it, and they haven't really wanted to, but that's what the dads do, so they do it.
And people also do it like drugs or even stress and stuff like that. Because like the bills are super high and stuff.
Yeah.
And stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you think drugs, as you said, Charlie?
Like that's normalised as well, substance abuse. Like, you see everyone our age, like smoking vapes and stuff like that, just like it's nothing.
Yeah.
Like it's...
So my nephew's 14 and he told me that a lot of his mates and a lot of kids that he goes to school with are taking ketamine at his age. He's 14. Have you heard that that's a thing around here? Do you know much about drugs?
It's tranquilizer. People use it to put horses to sleep, but they're using it as drugs.
Yeah, that's good. So you've got a little bit of an awareness of drugs.
It's just like, what is the point? Like, why? It's just because people, if they're not doing what everyone else is doing, they feel like they're left out.
And then you could get like
And that's how cyberbullying starts.
Like you
can go
really
against it. So you can go against it and get cyberbullied, or you can go with it and just make your life worse.
like your mates doing it, but like they start forcing you to do it and you really don't want it, but they like say, for example, like they don't want to be your mate if you don't do it.
Yeah, sometimes we get forced into things because we think people are going to fall out with us if we don't. So how do we go about how do you go about on a daily basis? Because obviously you're seeing these things all around you. How do you, because we're all about making choices and making the right choices, how do you make the right choices on a daily basis?
Well,
Because it's hard, isn't it? It's hard to make the right choices every day, isn't it? Even as an adult, it's hard for us.
Like, talk to your parents about it and just like say what's happening around.
Yeah, brilliant. That's good that you talk to your parents.
Sometimes it's difficult to approach sticky situations though, because you know, like with our city, there's a stigma around like being a grass, like snitching and stuff like that. So if you see someone in school doing something they shouldn't, or someone on the street, and you try and inform a teacher, a parent, the police, they could turn around and they could, you know, they could call your names, or they could even become violent with you.
But would you rather be known as a grass, or would you rather have it on your conscience that something has happened and you not spoke to anybody?
Be a grass.
That'd be a grass, wouldn't you?
And what's good, people take advantage of homeless people for doing like drugs, smoking, but some homeless people could be like really desperate for the money so they can get something to eat.
Yeah. What do we think when we see homeless people and stuff? And what term springs to mind? You see them people out in town on the streets drinking, taking drugs. What term springs to mind? What names do people
But then
call
there's
them then?
some people that are...
Yeah. Do you think them people have woke up one day and thought, I want to be a smackhead when I'm older?
No,
It's circumstances,
I
isn't
think
it?
they do it
Yeah.
just to get through the day.
Yeah.
Just think you wouldn't want to sit there in the freezing cold all day.
Be hungry and
But
stuff.
when you'd rather have a drug and let the time pass.
Yeah.
The thing is though, they're not just like automatically a homeless smackhead causing
It's
scenes
a
in
connection,
public.
isn't it?
It's so much confacted
Yeah,
into it.
yeah.
It can be a coping mechanism, it can be trauma,
Yeah.
it can be influence, it can be anything, honestly.
Yeah.
And I think like more needs to be done to help these people rather than disregarding them and shaming them.
Yeah.
Like more homeless shelters, more hostels, more food banks.
I think the police should stop taking them off the streets when people like they're arresting. Like I was in town a couple of weeks ago and they were in a tent by St John's and they took the tent, put the tent in a bin and took the whole. Like kids like that, they found lighters all over the floor. Like we went to, where was it, Chill War? So it was like a military base type of thing, and it was like kids, they found a lighter and they went at the top and they lit the bus on fire and killed everyone on the bus, apart from themselves because they went off it. It's like stupid, I don't know why they did it, they think it's funny when it's really
I think like in town when they lit the bus on fire.
I think the way like you gotta know who your mates are, because I know these two, because I've known them for so long and I know they help me make the right choices.
That's
But if you with some divvies who say they're your mates but they're really not,
I think he's brilliant.
and you just make your mate the wrong decisions even without you know.
And I was in my nan's and because we were off school and I went to the corner shop, there was some guy who was like there, like really drunk, he just came out of a pub or something and his aunt tried to order a beer and they wouldn't let him. And then he tried to take another one. Me and my sister was there standing there scared, don't know what to do, and he's elbowing the woman trying to get out of the shop. And then he stood outside the shop drinking the beer.
People do anything to get what they need.
And then there was kids who robbed crisps, and I don't know why they would rob crisps, pay for them.
You don't need to have it. Yeah, what's it called? Because we live on dodgy sometimes.
Yeah, me and him were walking home and we were getting chased by these two lads.
We got chased by two people, so we called us dad.
And then my dad went around looking for them just in case.
Well, that's the best thing, isn't it, for an adult? Yeah.
Right across my house, or my road, like we live in the same road, and he lives right next to it, there's a house and loads of people have been smashing windows and the police are coming out but they're just checking it, they're not actually doing nothing and they're not going inside, they're just looking at what's happening.
Yeah, my bike got robbed from my side garden and the police didn't do nothing about it, they were just looking until they found the man, until like arrested and didn't do nothing about him, just put him in jail. But I don't know why you put him in jail, I know it's like bad but there's no need, it's just a bike.
Maybe he had other things.
Yeah,
maybe
He was
had
doing it
other
for his
charges.
son, he was doing it for his son.
Yeah.
He was doing it for some because some people just do what they want for others as well. They can do bad choices for other people.
But then there is some kids that would do it just for the mum or the parents because they're sick and they don't have money.
Yeah.
Especially the parents that are enforcing it into like the kids' mind from when they're young.
Yeah.
Like go out, Rob, and get me some food.
I don't think there's enough for the kids in the city.
No, that was going to be my next question. Do you think, like, obviously places like this help?
Yeah,
there
because
needs to
There's
be
not
more
enough,
places
is there?
like
There's
that.
not
we try and
enough
play,
out there.
me and them, because we live in the same street, we try and play like footy in the alleyways, but then we always got screamed at and told to like go away.
Yeah, 'cause, yeah.
It's just like people don't really get what we're trying to do. Like, would you want, if you're a kid and you want to like always play and move around and you're getting screamed at by someone and they just don't get it.
I remember one time we went to some guy's street called Harry and we were all having a nice game of footy and then some member the woman
Yeah,
who just
some woman
go
came
on.
out and said, if you don't go away, we'll call the police. But we didn't think she would actually do it and we were just playing and then she actually called us, so we all ran, remember, we had the sirens.
Also she ripped
freely balls on purpose.
Yeah, and when we kick the ball over on accident, we always ask nicely, and they always go and start screaming at us and say, no, you're not getting your ball back.
And then once when my mate Daniel, he kicked the ball over, and I just went onto the garden to see where it is, and it came down. They like tried to get me foot, they eventually got it, tried to hit me, where I jumped down, and then I ran away, and then those parents came over and started having murder with them.
The city isn't facilitated enough for young people. I think that's why they end up getting involved with the wrong crowds, and then they're doing drugs and the smoking vapes and, you know, they're setting fire to things. It's because it's not facilitated enough. Like, there is activities to do, you know, bowling, going the pictures, whatnot, but it's too expensive. Some people can't afford that. The kids have no source of income, they've got to rely on the parents, and sometimes the parents aren't as fortunate as others.
The parks
Yeah.
and the parks, you'd rather not go to the parks. Yeah, because in the park all dotted, and loads of people go there with like all the XL bullies and pit bulls, and they let them fight.
I've seen what's it called, the new Springy Park. Me and my mates always try and go, but there's always teenagers, and they never like let us have a go on there. Like, say if it was like a spin-on thing, they never let us have a go.
And I remember I went to the park and I was trying to play footy with them, and they let me out, like have play with them, and like they almost like broke my ankle, like they started standing on it when I had the ball.
What I'm kind of getting over now, like, when you go on the road, there's all like, and especially on the path, there's holes, and like, and you can, there's all potholes in the road, and like, they're not caring.
Like the government, like they don't care, they don't tell everyone to go.
It's all the same thing, council, government, it's all the same thing, more or less really. The councils are all about the city, but then they're all answerable to the government.
But then there is some people that would actually take up their own time and actually go try and fix it.
Yeah, they would. I think a lot of the budgets are going into mental health at the moment, and so things like the roads aren't getting fixed, a lot of funding's getting taken from other places. Yeah, the parks, it's all to make up for mental health.
Like pulling the grass halfway and then leaving.
Yeah. Is there any good things about Liverpool? Because Liverpool's a great city, isn't it? Let's not forget the youth centres.
Especially this was like a place that we can all enjoy, play
It's a
with
safe
your
place to
friends.
come.
On my perspective of Liverpool, I know like there's like we're all like, we all know each other well, and like you can be walking on the road and you see a random stranger and you just say hello to them. Whereas like if you go to London, you say hello and you just stare at you.
Yeah. I remember going to London and offering a woman my seat, and she looked like I was an alien. Like, she was pregnant, so I offered her my seat. It's what we do. And she was like, oh, weird. Yeah. Because that Scouse is a boss, aren't they? Like everyone.
There's 3 places that I would come if I needed help. Here, school, or home.
Okay. That's good. So you know where to go if you're ever in danger or anything like that. What about if you found or come across a gun? What would you do?
I wouldn't touch it. I'd call the police, let them come and deal with it.
Yeah. Okay. What would you do if somebody approached you and asked you to, like, if a teenager approached you and asked you to, like, mind a bag or something like that, or take that with you, or
no? I'd just say
It depends what's in the bag and stuff. Like if it's just a nice teenager, like with just like homework or something in the bag, I would. But if it had like drugs in, I'd say no. Just go away.
If it was like drugs, for example, like I'd take it off them, hide it, call the police, and then let them know where it is, and come let them deal with it, because stuff could like be harmful to kids.
Sometimes it's safer to use like
gloves, so you don't get all your fingerprints on it.
Not necessarily like gloves, like use an excuse as to why you can't. Like, you could pretend to be on the phone, or you could say like, sorry, I'm in a rush. Or something like that, because like, it's awkward no matter what way you approach it, because if you say then you could be getting yourself into trouble, and if you say no, they could...
someone could like give it to you because someone's give it to them, and then they would call the police.
You're framing you, like because you've got your handprints on it, and like the fingerprints and all that.
But then again, if you say no, they could react the wrong way.
They could retaliate and like harm you or something.
That's why you're going to try and blame it.
Yeah. Do you all know what you want to be when you're older?
A footballer.
Spark.
What?
Spark.
Spark, electrician,
Either a footballer or like a biker.
biker.
A boxer or an officer.
Okay.
I would say one of them, but I'm not going to do it.
Right. You can be anything you want to be. You can be anything you want to be.
Yeah.
You just got to invest in yourself, of course. Why not?
Nah,
You can't wake up when you're 20 and be like, I'm going to be a footballer today. But from your age, you can invest in yourself from now. And who's to say you couldn't be the next Trent?
But I can't play.
You've got to believe in yourselves.
I'd probably like believe.
I like to be
Exactly. Exactly.
I'd like to be a joiner, you know, be a
Okay.
joiner.
Yeah.
I like building.
Yeah, always work. I always say to do jobs that you've got to do with your hands now
Yeah,
because everything's
Because like
computer
all
based.
three
Isn't it?
people don't like to do the same job together.
Yeah.
The thing I don't find fair is some older people, parents and stuff like that, they tend to have double standards. So 1 minute they'll sit there and say, oh, why don't kids go out? They all like to just sit in the house on their phones, and then the second we step outside the door, it's like, I think that kid's up to something. We can't win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like say if you go in a shop with like a black coat and your hood's up, people think, oh, he's gonna rob the shop.
Yeah, my shop, you're not allowed to go in with a hat on.
Yeah,
there's got to have your hood down.
There's a
Like called rapper.
yeah, no, there's like a it's not the best park, but like me and
Skate park.
yeah, there's a skate park and we went the other day, and for some reason you couldn't wear like your like helmet like off your bike, or you
In
couldn't
the
wear a
shop.
hat.
In the shop next to it.
Okay.
Or it was
Next to the skate park, where
yeah,
everyone's going to have helmets on.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was in there, nah, because then there's, yeah, as I was saying, like, there's some teenagers that, like, will do stuff in front of the friend request, and then we were in the Tesco the other
Oh,
day,
yeah.
and 3 girls, I think it was 3 girls, one might be a boy, and they were all walking past us, and you could just see them talking about it, looking at us,
And then one of them said to him like her name or something, and then we turned around and they were already gone.
and then we started, they were going, and we started going at them, and that's how it all started, like,
And then
if you go at them, you're just going to make it worse, but even though we were angry at them, and you were like 17,
And then we
we're
were
only 11.
coming back, and then when we said, why did you say that? And then he started calling us like rats and all that. And we don't get why.
And then we were walking out on our way home, because the Tesco was right here, and then we were had to make the big long walk out of the Green Road, and they were sat at the bus stop, and they're just screaming names at us. And obviously we retaliated, but like,
There's no reason why they should start calling us names.
I think in their heads, they feel like they're actually going to achieve something by doing it, when they're actually not.
Yeah, because it's just like that and stuff, into the night, thinking the pool.
Trying to make the name visible.
I think maybe they might have had a drink or something like that.
No, they weren't drunk. They
We had loads of makeup on them.
Yeah.
They might have like went off to a birthday party and you know, it's like 17, 18. They might have had like a couple of drinks, like WKD or something like that, and they must have been off their heads like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
No, you don't see much drinking now, you just see vaping.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was playing out by my nan's, and there was this lad, one of our mates, his older brother, was playing out, but he had like a drink, like beer in his hand. He was like, oh, do you want to sit? I was like, what are you doing? Go on.
I'm in my school, obviously, there's like loads of kids, and then when like, you know, like if something starts, like a little joke, they all encourage kids, like, it's a more like,
Oh yeah, I was
that's a big one, like,
Yeah.
say if someone's arguing, I used to say that people staring. And then you get like, because they're in front of loads of people expecting them to fight, they start doing it, not realising they're going to get in trouble, they're going to hurt themselves, and could back, going to expel them, not exclude, sorry, and back, they're not realising what they're doing. And it's because of the older ones like encouraging.
Yeah, because they probably all done it while they were in year 7, and they've taken advantage of the people that do.
I think you feel like a little bit of a, like, if you don't fight, then people are going to think you're a,
Yeah, they're going to
Yeah.
do something.
yeah, like scaredy cat or
That's
something.
another way of bullying someone.
It's stigmatised
Yeah.
to like, trying to think of the word, like it's a stigma that you've got to, you know, you've got to be rock solid
Yeah.
and you know, you stand up to people, you don't take crap from them.
And then there's people that, like, if you're in, like, something serious, like, talking to the police, there is, like, those type of people that will try and make you laugh and get you in trouble.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, it's like making your name visible for people. That's how you get more stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say his name, obviously, but there's a kid who's hanging around with older people and he's doing the wrong things.
Yeah.
Like, he's doing proper, like, stupid things, and even though he's our age, you just look at him and he's thinking he's all cool, but, like, there's some people that think he's cool, but they're on the bend as well.
And then when we were talking about, like, babes, he does it with all the older lads. There's another kid anyway, I don't know if he's talking about him, but he does it in the toilet with all them, it's just scatty.
I reckon it's like more of, there's a lot of bullying in like the city anyway, like older kids. Like, and if one of the kids say something back like, oh, he's giving you good there, and smashes everyone.
Yeah, I think the way you speak to each other as a generation is shocking. The way kids talk to each other.
Yeah.
I work with a lot of young girls, and a big thing that they say to each other is, oh, shut up and go and kill yourself. And I think, why would you say that to someone, and how would you feel if they actually went home and said it?
I don't think, like, I think that's not a big thing anymore, like, people don't, that's just standard now.
Yeah, it's like it's accepted, isn't it?
Like it's normalised for you to say the most extreme stuff.
Yeah.
Whether it be, you know, go and hurt yourself, go and kill yourself, or something sexual, like it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And we've all got, like, I don't know if you got it, I think you have. There's an alcohol Snapchat, and people like to put their name as LVP fights, and they put all fights, and the people they do it for no reason. Kids are having fun, nothing door dashing. They think it's just a joke. And I remember I was watching it because I didn't know what it was. Bang, 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 all dead on the spot.
Oh, wow.
There is some heavy stuff on, like, on the internet.
Yeah. It's bad, isn't it?
Like that goal, I think it's called goal or something. Yeah. And there's just people getting their head chopped off and
yeah, and then there was another video of a guy just sitting there, he got tied up, and there was a guy whacking him in the head with a mallet.
Do you think social media is a good thing?
No.
I think it's a good thing only if you watch the right things.
It's good in small doses. Like,
I don't think there's enough preventions of like bad things.
I find that people give the kids internet access far too early. Like as soon as the kid turns 4, they go, here's an iPad, I'm just going to leave you there for a few hours. And they're just exposed to the most extreme stuff, and then, you know, they're in primary school and they're coming out with racist, homophobic, sexual things. Like, it's not okay.
There's some kid-related things as well. They're not even like, you just see some things in it, like especially nowadays as well. In kid like shows, there's like bad stories in it, and there's like visuals that you can see in it, and it's like imprinting in your kid's mind, and they can't tell you.
And there should be like more kids apps, like for the younger ones. Like they've made another YouTube called Kid YouTube.
That's good.
But I reckon they should make more like that, because there is stuff like TikTok. There's just people put random stuff on it for no reason.
The kids are watching it.
There was a thing on there, like what the singer, and everyone was saying it in school, I didn't know what it meant, and loads of kids started getting suspended, and it's like, it's misogynistic or something, and it's about like men rule over women and that. People still say it.
But then, like
that is really bad.
There's people who like say it as a joke because they don't know what it means.
I think some people say things because of ignorance, and again, as Charlie said,
everyone goes, what the sigma?
But they say it in a voice.
I still don't understand all these new terms.
They say what the sigma, they go, what the sigma? And it's so weird.
And that's like talking down to women, basically,
It's like men rule over women keep working. I say it's nothing.
Also
this,
I like this, and I like cars.
What is that?
What is that?
I've seen a lot of videos.
All these terms.
I don't know how to do what that is.
It wrecks me out, honestly.
What if someone's just got an itchy ear and an itchy face and they're actually saying something?
People are doing this, like why would they? I don't even know what that means.
But I reckon they're just doing it because they think they've got a good jawline.
Okay.
People do that.
Or they do it because I don't know anything.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a football celebration, mate.
Yeah, that's a good one. Do you think there's a big stigma on social media to be like a certain type of way, like a pressure to be a certain
like
thing?
gay, lesbian.
Yeah.
Because there's some people that like, they want to go on social media, they want to make friends, but they can't do it in person, so they do it like on TikTok. But they say like my age, how old I am, and like if they're gay, lesbian, bisexual, and there's people who say like they're actually gay, and people start making comments about it.
So people can't be what they want to be because people will judge them.
I've seen like a lot of sexist videos because I like watching TikTok sometimes, and I've seen like some car video earlier, and some girl said something about people being sexist to her, saying you don't know nothing about cars because you're like a girl and stuff like that.
But then I've seen these people on TikTok and they go racist things that our teachers or people said to us. But I don't know why they're going to say that, because they could actually get their teachers in trouble or their friends in trouble when they're actually trying to just have a joke. But it's not even funny because they could actually get someone in trouble for something that they haven't done.
There's people also putting themselves up for like show, like I just say there's all like sex related like apps now that people go on, including kids, and no one cares about it. And it's so bad.
It's an app called Omegle, I don't even know what it is.
I know it's banned.
Oh, was it? Yeah. It's
Yeah,
an app.
Omegle.
It was an anonymous video call and website where you just get put up with random people.
But then,
what
like,
they
you
would
can
do,
put,
what they
like,
were like,
you can put Liverpool in it,
yeah.
and people from Liverpool will come up on it.
Right.
Then you have to ban it because someone died.
People were like saying like discriminatory things. They were threatening people, and
then
they were using all coding to like find that person's address who they were getting paired up with.
Yeah.
My mate went
Some
on.
people were putting the genitals against the camera and stuff like that. It was really common for like grooming and harming and stuff like that.
My mate went on it.
So now it's been banned for almost a year now.
Yeah, some fellas shot themselves on it. It was a shotgun, he like shots from it.
Oh, God. Go on.
Yeah, my mate went on it, and I didn't know what it was, but there were people like standing there naked. I was like, what? Like, why would you even show that? It's just weird.
I think the only reason people actually bully is because
They're insecure about themselves.
Yeah.
They need an outlet. There's always a fine line behind it.
they're just bored of like what, like you could be as rich as you want. Actually, I was gonna say you could be rich and not happy, but
That's very true.
You could be rich and not happy, you could be poor but happy.
Yeah, very
That's
true.
the thing. The saying money can't buy your happiness. That's so true, because you know there's like, look at celebrities. You know, they've got millions of fans. They've got, you know, they're set for like financially. They live in the best house in the world. They've got the best cars, and they still turn to substance abuse and still struggle with the mental health, because it's not about what you've got materialistically. It's about what's going on inside your head.
I'll be honest, if I won £1 million now, everyone here, I know, you can't even say you wouldn't. You will be happy, so because think about it, your money will fix your problems financially, and like you'd have no stress. You'd know that like if you're rich, you know your bills are already paid. You got what you want. You got what you need.
So you'll have to get training to be that footballer then, won't you?
Yeah.
Definitely. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I want a free pack of Maltesers. I'm gonna get a free pack of Maltesers.